Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name's Lumen and today, Conan Exiles. The 3.0 Age of Sorcery update is upon us, and I thought what better time than now to have a look at the character creation system. All the customization options, everything else. We're going to jump in. We're going to do it. For those that don't know about the game, if you want to read up about it, I'll put some links below, but I will just tell you it's an online multiplayer survival game. It's got all the stuff that you'd expect: combat, exploration, crafting, construction, you name it. And it's pretty grim. It's pretty grisly. It also has full nudity. That is a big draw for a lot of people, funny enough. I've come to realize that. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no nudity in this video. However, I'll do you a solid and I'll make a separate video for it so you can check it out. You can see how the endowment options look. You can see how the physics interact with one another. If you want to see how the different bits and pieces look when combined, you can do it in that video. For science, for research purposes. Purely academic, I understand completely. But I got you guys covered. There's a link in the description of this video that'll take you to that video. I'll put a card up in the top right corner of it. I'll put a link in the comment section as well. I'll spam it everywhere. You will see that video if you want to. This video, however, once again, no nudity. It's a setting that you can actually enable or disable in your game, and the server also controls it partially. So, with that said, I'm going to remind you guys once again, as I always do, that there are timestamps. Use them, find what you're looking for, leave satisfied. That's all I ask of you. Also, like this video and share it and stuff. That's another thing I ask of you. I lied. There's two things I'm asking of you. We're going to jump into male. Then we're going to do female. We're going to look at everything. The religions, the races, the voices, the presets that they have, all the customization stuff. Let us get started. Let's do it. So I'm going to mention right at the start here, there are race options. I'm not going to be reading every letter written here because it's a lot. But I will tell you how it works. Your race is mostly a stylistic, or I want to say half cosmetic choice, but it's not really entirely cosmetic because all the races actually look the same. It's sort of just, you pick the race you want to play. And that's basically it. But what I'm trying to say with the stylistic part is that the Hyborians can look exactly the same as the Kushites, can look exactly the same as the Darfari, and so on and so forth. It's just a starting point, basically. You pick the race you want to start on, you customize it how you want, but it's going to end up being the same if you want it to be the same. So, as an example, and I'm going to give this example on the female side of things once again, but if I pick the Hyborians and I go to head options over here, and I scroll through the faces, these faces that we have here are the same faces and the same templates that I'd have on, as an example, the Kushites. So it's the same faces. You will notice that when you scroll through them. They all can be recognized pretty easily, and then on top of that, it's the same skin colors too. They start with default this skin color, but you can just push it over there, and voila! It looks like a different race. So I want to say don't put too much stock in the choice that you make here on the race, but hey, pick the one you want to be. The race you want to rep in the game. So, let's get started. I'm going to go through these because they give you a good idea of basically the templates, what the race would look like. So we're going to look at them, and you can sort of see what the race would look like in its natural habitat. So if you find them out in the world as NPCs, that's what they'll look like. So we're going to do that. First up, we have Hyborians, Cimmerians, and if you want to read this, just pause the video and have a look at the text. This is Conan, right? He was a Cimmerian, wasn't he? Stygians. I remember these guys are like spellcasters. Yes, priests of Set. See, a lot of these choices and a lot of these races and a lot of this lore was actually in Age of Conan, the MMO. I kind of missed that game. I enjoyed it. Tribal. Himalayan. These names are difficult. Hyrcanian and Turanian. And again, you'll see that they do look different, even though you can customize them and change them. Khitan, Kushite, Nordheimer, Pict, Shemite, Darfari, Vendhayan, Zamorian, and Zingaran. There you go. Those are the races available. You can actually randomize here, which is kind of weird, but like they give you a random option which just chooses a random race, and you can do random on any one of these. Then religions, these are going to be the same, obviously, on male and female, but I will cover them all on the on both sides. Here we have Mitra. Specialization is healing and light, and the avatar is a bronze statue. Set. Specialization poisons and antidotes. Avatar is a giant serpent. Yog. Specialization is flesh preparation and cannibalism. The avatar is obviously a tentacled horror. Ymir. Specialization is ice and cold, and the avatar is a frost giant. Also makes sense. Dokito. Specialization is fertility and death. Avatar is the two-faced goddess. Crom. No specialization, no avatar. Damn, Crom's hardcore, dude. Crom's hardcore. Zath is specialization purity through cleansing, and the avatar is a giant spider. So yeah, that's probably not going to be the most popular one. It's cool, it's cool. I like the religions, that's nice. Voices, here we go.
The gods are watching. Cut me down, please. Death is coming. Cut me down, please.
Cut me down, please. Death is coming.
The first one was strong, this is stoic.
The gods are watching. Cut me down, please. Death is coming.
Desperate.
Death is coming. The gods are watching. Cut me down, please. Death is coming. The gods are watching.
And then learned.
Cut me down, please. The gods are watching. Death is coming. The gods are watching.
The gods are watching.
The gods are watching.
Death is coming.
Cut me down, please.
Yeah, it was a decent selection. It's actually a really decent selection. I wanted to like look at them and listen if it's like the same voice actor doing all these voices. That would have been really impressive. I don't know if it is. I don't think so. But these are impressive sounding voices. Cool. It's cool. Then head options. Here's where the actual customization starts. Now you can sort of turn the guy's head a little bit. I love how this works. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Look, you can like really. Oh god. Okay. You can go crazy with it. Face templates. You can sort of pick what you like here before you start customizing. There are some older looking ones. There are some younger looking ones. Some battle worn ones, and some smoother skinned ones. You know. Basically, you pick what you want. You pick your skin color, you pick all the other colors and the hairstyle and stuff here, and then you go on to the next set, which is the face details, and then you customize it there. That's how it works. So skin colors, it can go pretty dark, and it can go pretty light. We're just going to leave it on where it was for now. Hairstyles, always the most interesting. We've got the classic Conan hairstyle. This one has a little ponytail at the back. It's the bowl cut. It's a longer ponytail of braids at the back. This one does not have a ponytail at the back. Can't turn the character. Unfortunately, we are nailed to this cross. We're not going anywhere right now. The side path there. This is kind of cool. Okay, more on the top. Friar Tuck. Friar Tuck let himself go. Ooh, dude, that's a nice head of hair. This is just bald. It's shaved. And it's a big long ponytail. Yeah, yeah. Like that guy from Mortal Kombat. Let's just pick whatever, this one. And let's look at the hair colors. You can go for all the way from the white through the browns into the reds to the black. And then there's like a bunch more gray and whites here. This is actually really weird to me that there's these white and gray ones. Then there's all of these. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, eyebrows. There are some decent eyebrow choices here. There's a lot of them. What the heck? That's unexpected. And you get to actually change the color of these as well. Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, no. Okay, listen. Let's put these on. Eyebrow colors. These are much the same as the hair colors, but a little different. Much the same. Much the same. Facial hair. Here we go. Okay, let's just make it black to match our hair quickly. See what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest looking facial hair. Like, visually, it's... I want to say it's too matted. If you guys know what I'm saying. Like, it sort of looks like there's not enough sheen on it. And obviously it's clipping a little bit there. And there's not too much, like, physics stuff on it. Even though the hair has a lot of physics, the facial hair doesn't seem to have as much. But the styles are nice. Like, there are big beards here. There are long beards here. Braided beards. Even more braided beards. And even more braided beards. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, I'm a little weirded out by how little hair there is in these other parts. It's like he trimmed it this way, which is kind of strange. But, yeah, decent facial hair choices. And once again, you get to change the color of the facial hair. Again, I feel like there could be a little bit more like lighting on it, maybe. I've got all my graphics maxed out, so this is as good as it's going to get. But, yeah, maybe a little bit more lighting on it. I'll turn it off for now so we can see what's going on the face. Not bad, though. Like, the fact that they have a bunch of beard options here, and they actually have the option to put that much hair on your face, that's a win. That's a win in my books. Because I've seen way too many games recently that don't even bother with beards. They put like 2 beards in and they're like, yeah, okay, fine, that's cool. No one really wants a beard. No, that's untrue. Everyone wants beards. Beards are great. This is kind of strange. Setting your barbarian up with eyeshadow, but yeah, maybe. Like, who's to say? Maybe that's what they did. I don't know. And that's it. Now we're moving on to face details. So these are the important ones. These sort of, you know, they actually change how your character look. It's a big deal. Bigger, smaller chin. Let's see what the chin looks like. Oh yeah, see, these are impactful. These are kind of important, right? Look at it. Just look at it. Cheeks. You can sort of mess your character up a little bit here. I can tell. Now, I'm not sure if these settings are sort of the ones that are used to set up the face templates that we saw, but I assume that's the case. I assume that if you mess with these, you can make any of the templates that were available, and that's kind of cool. But it does seem to me like there might be a little bit more here. Like you might be able to find a little bit extra here and change a little bit more here. Or they were just a little more reserved with the templates. That's probably what it is, I would say. Eye size, yeah, you can go pretty big. Spacing on the eyes. Eye colors. Nice eye colors. There's a bit of a haze on the screen right now. It's like the foggy desert sand that we're standing in here. So it makes it kind of difficult to see the smaller details. But, I mean, I feel like you get the idea, right? You get the idea. That's it for face details. Not a huge amount, and if you do actually throw the random in there, then you can sort of see how much it can actually change it. And it really can. Like, if you mess with these settings, you can make your character look either good or really bad, or somewhere in between. Body features. So this is where you would set your nudity on your character itself, and you can change this after the fact. Right, this is in the options menu too. You don't get to set the endowment here, which would only be available to the fully nude characters anyway. But you get to do your height. The difference between the tallest one and the smallest one is actually pretty significant. You can sort of see if you take from there to all the way down here. It's like it's like a full head or more in height. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal, this. Then physique. This is your muscle density, basically. You'll see, like, on the character, muscles pop a little more when you pull that up. And then breast size. It's on both the males and females. Pectoral size on male. Like, it doesn't really... To me, it's like, that looks okay. That looks a little strange, but that looks fine too. It's like, you can really go anywhere with this. And then your endowment would be, as I mentioned, the size of the junk, you know. And it's definitely something that will visually affect your character. You'll see if you check the full nudity video out. So it's a setting that you're going to want to fiddle with. But again, things like the breast size will be more impactful on the females. That's how it is. Now we're going to do some randomizing. Okay, when you click finalize, it'll just ask for your name and then you'll jump into the game. So I'm going to randomize a bunch of these. I'm just going to sort of click race, head, face, and there you go. Then I'm going to click race, face, body, head. There you go, dude, some nice characters. It's kind of, I want to say it's kind of annoying when it jumps between them, but so when you change race the whole time, it's just skipping between the races. It doesn't actually customize them. You have to do head and face. And I think that if you do head and face, the race doesn't really matter. Like, you could probably just do these two and it'll give you random. It's like you do a combination of these two and then it gives you everything that the races would have anyway. So I'm not sure. Like, there isn't a full randomize. Body features doesn't really do much because, like, if you change this, it's just the breast size and the height basically. So it's basically just these two that you're looking at for the customization. Well, for the regular customization options. And yeah, I mean, like, for real, you can make a pretty decent looking character here. And as always, you can go sort of across the line in any direction you want. And you can make something that will scare the kids, you know? It's on you. That's the kind of choice you get to make in this game, and that's great. But honestly, some of these look pretty fierce. I dig it. I think that the options available are definitely good. For this kind of game, yeah, man. These are some barbaric looking characters. It's what you want, right? It's what you want in this kind of game. I wonder if someone made like a Conan the Barbarian copy. Like for real, that has to be a possibility, huh? Absolutely has to be a possibility. And then on female, you want to make something like Xena Warrior Princess, you know? I'm sorry, people watching this video, probably not going to know who that is. I like the fact that you can do the head options, and then you can get yourself a face that you kind of like, and then you can fiddle with the face details to have them sort of finalize it for you. Or you can find a face that you like. You can be like, oh, that one looks good, and then you can do this, and you can switch everything around on said face. Actually, you know, now that I've used this a little bit, it's kind of a cool system. It's kind of a cool system. Yeah? Alright. With that all out of the way, we're going to jump on to female. On the female side of things, we are going to cover everything as well. Now, because I mentioned this at the start of the male, I'm going to mention it here as well. The race choices, they are not going to affect the way the character looks, in that you can make this character, that character, that character, or that character all on the Hyborian race. So, like, if you go over here, all you do is you jump into the head options. You can change your skin color over here. You can change your hair and your face and stuff. And basically, you can end up with whichever one you want. So this is more of a stylistic choice. It's more of a, hey, pick what race you want to be for lore purposes. And that's about it. It's also the way you pick like a template, basically, right? That's why I say stylistic. It's like you can sort of choose a starting point here. And then you can work from that. But you can make any of these look like any of the others. So, with that out of the way, we'll look at the races, then we'll jump onto the religions, the voices, and so on and so forth. Hyborians, first race. Sumerian, and you'll see that they change a little bit over here. And I'm not going to read everything. You can pause and check the text out for yourself if you'd like. Stygians. Tribal Himelians. Again, oof, it's tough. Hyrcanian and Turanian, the names are just a little tough. Khitan, Kushite, Nordheimer, I'm sure that's how you say it, 100%. The Pict, Shemite, Darfari, Vendian, Zamorian, and Zingaran. Those are your races. It's a decent selection. You're going to want to pick the one that you like. Religion. First up, Mitra. This is the chief goddess of the Hyborians. Specialization, healing and light. Their avatar is a bronze statue. Set. Specializations, poisons and antidotes. Avatar is a giant serpent. The avatar, I think that's the avatar that you summon to help you fight and defeat your foes. I'm not 100% sure how it works. I haven't played much of this game myself. If anyone does know that, please leave a comment and explain it to me. but I think that's how it works. That's why that's important. Yogg, specialization is flesh preparation and cannibalism. Yum. Avatar is a tentacled horror, of course. Ymir is the frost giant as an avatar. Specialization is ice and cold. Derkito, specialization fertility and death. Avatar is the two-faced goddess. Crom, specialization none. Avatar none. It's useless to call upon him. He's a gloomy, savage god who hates weaklings. I like that. I like that. Zath. Specialization is purity through cleansing, and the avatar is a giant spider. Fantastic. Fantastic. Voice options for female.
The gods are watching.
This is strong.
Death is coming. Cut me down. Death is coming. The gods are watching. Death. Cut me down, please.
The gods are watching.
Desperate.
Cut me down. Death is coming. The gods are watching. Cut me down.
Savage.
Death is coming. The gods are watching. Cut me down. Death is coming. The gods are watching.
Stoic.
Death is coming. Cut me down, please. The gods are watching. Death is coming. Cut me down, please.
That's like a very American accent. It's kind of strange to hear. Here we go for the actual customization, right? And there'll be a randomizer at the end of the female section. So, faces. They seem to have one extra face. Like, the males only have 5. They seem to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all actually looking pretty similar. They're not changing all that much. But, yeah. These are basically just the templates that you can take to work from. When you go down to face details at the bottom here, you can customize everything and sort of make it the way you want it to. But I'm going to say that these are rather boring. They're a little dull. Like, you can see that they're trying to go for certain styles for each of them, but, like, it's not really that impactful a change. Then, skin colors. I like that you can go pretty dark once again. It's kind of nice. Hair. They also seem to have more hairstyles than the males. There's a ponytail at the back with braids. Oh, that's kind of nice. I love this, the half-braided style. Long hair. That's a long braid at the back. It goes quite far down. I just saw it at the bottom there. Tiny ponytail. That looks like long, loose hair at the back. Bob. Yeah, half shaved. Again, long hair at the back. Even longer this time, I think, because if I swing it around, I see it popping out on the sides there. Even longer hair, maybe. You don't actually get to look at the back, unfortunately, so I don't know. Bald. Stubble. Ooh, massive ponytail. And massive ponytail without hair. Fantastic. Okay, let's pick just one that'll show our face off, like this one or whatever. Maybe that one. Hair color. That's really, really bright white. Wow. Okay. Once again, I'm a little surprised by the fact that they give you so many of these lighter options and less of the darker ones. Usually I think it's the other way around, you know? They give you, in most cases and in most games, they give you more darker styles, less lighter ones. Okay. Let's pick like a blondie color. Eyebrows. Oh, goodness. Okay, hold on. There we go. Eyebrows. I feel like the males might have had more eyebrow styles, but no, I think it's exactly the same. Okay, color. I mean, it's just like, it's fine. Any way you make them is fine. It doesn't change all that much. Even the brighter eyebrow color is barely visible. Like, this is the only one that really stands out. All the others are perfectly acceptable here. Eyeshadow. Once again, not that big or impactful a change. These final ones here are kind of cool. Like, I dig this. I thought that there might be more like war paint and stuff like that in this game, just because, you know, it's a Conan game. But maybe that's the kind of thing that you get in-game. I don't know. I haven't played the game myself yet, so... Lips. This is the lipstick. You don't get to change this Let's put a darker one on, quickly. You don't get to change this on male, unfortunately. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Then, face details. Jaw and chin. Bigger, smaller. Just the chin. Get to turn it to the side. Yeah. Okay. Cheeks. That's the width and the height. The nose. Sure. The scale. It's kind of easy to mess your character up, isn't it? Isn't that always the case? The mouth thickness. Wait, I'm on the nose again. Hold on. Mouth thickness. Jeez, it does the whole jaw. I like the bigger mouth. Ears. That's just the angle. You can sort of flap. Scale. Make them bigger, then flap them. Yeah, I don't think we generating enough downforce to actually see liftoff, but, you know. Eyes. Bigger, smaller. Looks kind of weird when they're this big. You can set the angle on them. Space in. So I wanna maybe just point out here, these are the eye colors, but I wanna maybe just point out that the templates on the faces do seem to affect a little bit. Like if I pick, say for instance, this one, then the eyes definitely look a little different, right? And it's sort of, it's definitely affecting the way the character looks a little bit. Once again, it is just sort of like a starting point. But this specific style on the eyes, you can't get that with these options. I just realized that for the first time now. And I mean, I feel like I just realized that on female. I'm not sure if male are the same, but it's close enough either way. The templates are once again just good starting points. Body features. Here we go. Height. So it's a decent amount of difference here. It's like a full head higher. So yeah. It's an important choice. Your nudity. This won't do anything if I change it here right now because I've got the server and the game set to none. No nudity on the server. So you have to set this on the server that you join or create, and then you can set it on your client or on your creation over here as well. Once again, there's a video for that. You can find the link below if you want to see it. You do get to change the physique. That's your muscle density or mass or whatever. And then obviously this is a thing. You can't really turn your character to look here, but yeah, I mean, that's a pretty significant change. And when the clothes are off, then it's obviously much bigger. You know, you get to see it sort of bouncing around and stuff. It's quite something. It's quite something. Now we're going to do some randomization. Again, the randomized system in this is kind of weird. You get to randomize the race up here, which just scrolls through the races, basically. But it's sort of like looking at templates. Then you get to randomize. I think that the most important ones are head and face. You do the head, and then you do the face. Then you do the head, then the face, then the head, then the face, or the face, then the head. Or you can sort of go through the faces, find one that you like, and then switch the heads and sort of see how it looks on them, you know? And vice versa. So you basically just want to do these two, and you'll see like a decent selection. Because body doesn't really change that much. If you do body, it just changes the height and the boob size. And for the most part, it's not really affecting the way your character looks. The face is the most important, right? So yeah, I mean, there are some decent options here. I'm not sure if I prefer male or female in this specific case. I think that the female has a little bit more going for it in terms of diversity. But, I mean, they're both pretty okay. They're both pretty okay. I like it. I bet that there are people out there who could make some pretty decent looking characters. Like, you could probably come up with something pretty fantastical, you know? And the randomized shows that, for sure. For sure. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed having this quick look at Conan Exiles character creation. Once again, you can find the full nudity video below. You can check it out if you like, if that's your thing, if that's what you want to see. For now, however, I will bid you farewell. And I will say that if any of you guys are playing Conan Exiles, I'd love to hear how you enjoying it? Is it fun for the building and survival aspects? Is the combat fun in the game? Is there a lot to do? I've actually got a lot of questions about Conan Exiles. I have not played it myself. The big sorcery update seems to be significant enough that it's going to affect gameplay pretty greatly. And yeah, I mean, in terms of character creation here, I think that it's a great system for the kind of game that it is, and that's something that I usually end up saying with character creators, but for real, you can make a pretty barbaric looking character here. And then I've seen some of the armors and cosmetic stuff available in the game, so if you combine the characters that you can make here with all that stuff, yeah man, you can set something up that really strikes fear into the hearts of the general populace. So overall, it's a pretty decent system, and this that we saw here combined with the full nudity and stuff, it's a pretty singular experience, I'll say that. So yeah, I like it. And I enjoyed this quick look at the options. So, with all of that said and done, give this video a like and share it and do all that other good stuff that you know I appreciate. Check back here soon for more videos and all the rest. Happy that!